This is going to be a very awkward and uncomfortable video regarding blood pressure, so buckle up, Buttercup. High blood pressure is a risk factor for heart attacks and strokes, and you don't want either of those conditions because at worst it'll kill you, and then in addition to the worst, you might live through it and it'll ruin your life forever. So let's talk about this awkward truth. The awkward truth is if you Google the cause of high blood pressure, you're gonna find that Dr. Google says that 90 to 95% of all patients that are diagnosed with blood pressure, there is an unknown cause. They don't know or have any clue as to why the patient has high blood pressure. Now, they use certain terms to make it sound scientific, such as they call it essential high blood pressure. They can call it primary high blood pressure, meaning it's not secondary to anything else. Or they call it idiopathic high blood pressure. I love that word, idiopathic, because the joke in healthcare, I don't know, do you know what it means? It means your doctor's an idiot and the patient is pathetic. All jokes aside, it actually means unknown cause. So you have a disease, it's called high blood pressure, and the doctor is just either too lazy or doesn't know why you have high blood pressure. I love how they call it essential high blood pressure. That is the dumbest word. How did they even come up with essential? Because that makes it sound like you're supposed to have it. Mr. Story, you have essential high blood pressure. Essential, does that mean I'm supposed to have it? You're supposed to have all these drugs. That's essential. If I'm not supposed to have high blood pressure, shouldn't it be called non-essential? Don't question science. And I love the word primary high blood pressure, which means that's the diagnosis you have is high blood pressure. What they mean is it's not secondary to anything. And you have to ask, well, you mean it's not secondary to, you know, smoking? How about the fast food habit that I've had all my life? Is that a possibility? Shouldn't we be calling it secondary high blood pressure to, you know, something that's causing it? But quite frankly, the best we have is idiopathic. That seems to shut people up. I mean, why don't they just get to the point and instead of calling it idiopathic, they should just call it what it is. They should just call it, I don't know what the heck, blood pressure. Maybe miscalculate, misjudge, misread, overlook, misinterpret high blood pressure. Vaguely lazy and just don't care high blood pressure. It's there, but we don't know why high blood pressure. Now, the reason this is confusing is because the awkward truth is that yes, some people are young, healthy, thin, don't smoke, have a great diet, and yet still do not have that ideal, magical number of 120/80. That should bother doctors. Maybe, just maybe, life is more like a bell curve rather than simply everyone should have the same number when it comes to blood pressure. I mean, let's face it, the average height of the male in America is 5 feet 9 inches. Does that mean that the person who's 5'10" really is too tall and the person who's 5'7" is just too short? Do we give drugs to the person who's 6 feet tall because they don't fit the criteria? Did you know, for example, that research shows that tall men die an average of 2 years younger than normal sized males in America? So what would we do with that type of research? Maybe we should go back in time. And if someone is starting to grow, maybe we should possibly give them cigarettes, stun their growth, try to make everyone the same exact number. Is it possible that blood pressure, for some people, they're just a little bit pushed to one side of the bell curve? But my biggest question, the most unfortunate truth is, if healthcare believes that 90 to 95% of all blood pressure cases are idiopathic, that they just don't know the cause, are these people brain dead? Are they this clueless? When I go home, I go past numerous coffee houses, fast food restaurants. I even pass, I think there's 2 smoke shops in our town that sell cigars and cigarettes. Are you telling me that we cannot figure out why people have high blood pressure? Go to the outlet mall in my town and walk around and just envision and ask yourself, how many people can you visually see could be classified as a healthy person? It's something like 60% of all Americans are clinically or morbidly obese. And we can't figure out why people have high blood pressure? If Homer Simpson was a patient of yours and you're a doctor, could you figure out why he has high blood pressure? So if healthcare cannot figure this out, maybe it really is true. Maybe it's just idiopathic. Doctor's an idiot, patient's pathetic. Now, if you would like to learn how to lower your own blood pressure naturally, I'm not talking through drugs, I'm talking natural solutions that you can do at home to lower your own blood pressure. At the end of the video, and just wait for it, it's not happening right this second, is right here in a box, there will be my complete guide. Everything that you need to know. Get a pen and paper handy, take notes on it, and then get to work. I got 2 more things to talk about with you, and then at the end, you'll get that video. Today's video sponsor is Bioptimizers, and they have the product Magnesium Breakthrough. 7 different types of magnesium to cover all the bases. You take 2 tablets at nighttime, 500 milligrams of magnesium, and wow! You sleep like a baby. In addition to that, you'll also recover much better from exercise because magnesium plays a major role in the recovery of exercise. And if you're looking for electrolytes, there's no better electrolyte than magnesium. So there will be a discount code down below in the description along with a link to look at this product. So hit that link, let them know you'll love me. If you have specific questions in regard to blood pressure, your own health and wellness, we actually do Zoom appointments as well as telephone appointments. We do these Zoom and telephone appointments from all around the world. So you're more than welcome to call our office, schedule an actual Zoom or a telephone consultation with me. And what we're gonna do is we are going to section off a piece of our day just to speak to you and answer all your questions. So if you're interested in that, there's a link down below. You can get to my website and then just contact us. Now there is a fee for a Zoom or a telephone consultation, so it's not free, but I can promise you this, you're gonna get your money's worth.